Fucking hell, I don't know how you all haven't had enough of me yet.
Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to another update video. Sorry that I'm doing a lot of update videos, but you know, lots of stuff's going on, lots of stuff is being experimented on, and what is life if not but a series of random experiments? Until you get something that's not neat. Yes, this is going to be a much shorter update video than usual. I just wanted to go over a few things on what's going on with the channel, where Film Fridays has gone, and all of that kind of stuff. It's kind of important. Don't worry, I'm not getting rid of another Wednesday show and changing it up, or getting another new show in. It's getting really confusing, isn't it? But that's why these updates exist for, right? So let's get to it. Okay, so recently, and I mean over the last 5 or 6 weeks, there have been no Film Fridays at all because Caddicarus, unfortunately, who makes the show possible, she edits it and all of that stuff, she kind of broke her ankle. And I'm sure if you've broken your ankle before, I can't possibly imagine the pain or the recovery or anything, but I'm sure you can imagine that once you break your ankle and you lose the ability to walk around and do anything spontaneously and be free about anything, it kind of takes not only a mental toll and a physical toll, but it also kind of affects everything else that you got to try and do with your life. And yeah, she edited the show on a laptop, and she could have sat on the sofa all day and edited the videos and everything, but to be honest, she, for her own sanity, needed to do things around the house as best as she could, which obviously took her 4 times longer than usual. So whenever she wanted to do a bit of kitchen cleaning or housework, I let her get on with that. It just took obviously a lot longer than it should have done, and because of that, there wasn't any real time to make Film Fridays possible. It was just way too much to ask.
And of course it did get a little bit difficult trying to juggle all of the video making alongside being around the house and being there for the kids a bit more than I usually am used to. So everybody learnt quite a lot over the last couple of weeks, and I didn't even consider what I would do even if I broke one of my bones. I mean, what if I had to think about all this stuff.
That's why there's been no Film Fridays, and the problem I kind of figured out with Film Fridays specifically, the name of the show is Film Fridays, right? But if anything, Caddicarus breaking her ankle has kind of taught me that you can't promise any specific schedule because things happen all the time. Things change and happen all the time. I guess that's why you have sick pay at work when you're working at a 9 to 5, and you have holidays booked and everything. Things happen all the time, and it's kind of thrown the schedule quite a lot, and it's made me kind of reconsider how Film Fridays in particular is going to continue. Caddicarus and I still want to make movie videos, we still want to review films and discuss them, and we still want to do Kids Explain. The problem though is that we don't think we're going to call it Film Fridays anymore. We're going to go for a new format with a new kind of style, and we haven't got a name for it yet, so bear with us, but we're going to do it whenever we can. So it could be as often as once a week, it might be once every 2 weeks, it might be whenever, but it will be its own thing done when it's done. So there's no stressy schedule on it specifically while we're getting the Wednesday videos and the Sunday videos done. And like I said, Caddicarus breaking her ankle completely out of nowhere. Do you know how she broke it? She was walking along a pathway and her foot accidentally went up on a raised bit of curb. She basically twisted her ankle. She did something which most people would have twisted ankles for, but she broke her ankle from it. So there you go. It was done that easily, that much of an accident. And it's just proven to me that things can happen all the goddamn time, and it changes the way that you work and everything. It just changes everything. It also stopped to make me think about how I approach my making to videos and what I can do and what I can change and everything. And I decided to kind of try something a little bit different this year. Last year was a lot of really successful stuff. It was massive bulks of videos, one after the other, every Wednesday, every Sunday, and when Film Fridays came on, every Friday as well. And then we'd have a massive ass break, and then a massive load of other bulky videos again until the next massive break. It worked at the time, but on reflection, I don't think it did my mental state any good. It made my creativity a little bit flummoxed. It was exhausting. It was totally exhausting, even with the huge breaks in between, because obviously when you get too much into a break, you then find it even harder to go back into working again, and then you've not only got to work, but then you've got to come up with the next couple of like 8 weeks, 9, 10 weeks of stuff, whatever I did. I can't remember. It was there were quite a lot of bulks of videos which were separated by irregular but longer breaks. So now I decided this year to tackle things a little bit differently, which is obviously getting the film videos done as and when we can get them done, and keeping the Wednesday and the Sunday show a thing, absolutely not changing, but do it in shorter bursts for like seasons, as it were, and then take shorter breaks more often. Be better for my creativity, makes me feel a little bit happier with everything, and it's just the right amount of time for a break where I'm itching to get back into writing again.
It also stops me from getting to a point where I have to stop making videos because I actually make myself mentally sick. Like, I've had to take breaks in the past because I can't work anymore. That's not healthy.
So yes, as you can tell, it's Sunday today. There's no Caddicarus episode this week. The next proper video that's going to go out will be on April the
26th.
And just so while you're here listening to this update video, I'll be drumming along to the Croc theme on PS1. I figured that would be a fun way to come back. And then the following Sunday will be a Caddicarus episode on Parappa the Rapper. Been meaning to do that for a while. So what's going to happen, I think, is that I'm going to basically work my schedule around the kids' school holidays. So it might be like 6 weeks of 2 videos every week, so you'll have the Wednesday and the Sunday video for 6 weeks in a row, so you're talking about 6 episodes of each, and then maybe a 2-week break, and then back into the 6 weeks again, and then another 2-week break, and then back into, just get it more of a rhythm, not huge massive loads of videos, and then massive breaks, just shorter breaks more often with shorter seasons of videos coming out. I think that'll be way more better in the long run for my creativity, and it makes me create the best possible content that I possibly could for all of you guys. So yeah, this break that I'm going on, I'll be back, like I said, on April
26th.
So it's not going to be too long, but that's just enough time for me to have a break before I want to get back into the spirit of video making again. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm really excited to start working on this new format with Caddicarus on the Film Friday stuff once she can start walking again and we can easily go to the cinema and everything around the kids and everything. So there's quite a lot of stuff in the pipeline, but yeah, Caddy's not changing, Caddicarus isn't changing, when the videos come out aren't changing, just a little bit of a schedule retweaking in terms of when breaks happen and how big the seasons are, as it were. And yeah, just a kind of reflection on shit happens all the time, guys. Be realistic with your goals, basically. And yeah, I've got nothing else to say. If it's your birthday or watching this video, happy friggin' birthday to you. Please remember to stay beautiful. Thank you so much for continuing to stick with me through all of this stuff going on. And yeah, I'll see everybody on the next drumming video and then Parappa the Rapper. Hope you enjoy it.